Zarek, a renowned alien soldier, was locked away in a high-tech prison cell. His imposing figure, once feared across galaxies, now slumped in defeat. The facility was a fortress, built to hold the galaxy's most dangerous prisoners. The walls were made of a special alloy that resisted every form of attack, and the guards were equipped with advanced weapons that no one had ever managed to overcome. Zarek's capture was a blow to his people. They had tried everything to free him, but were met with failure at every turn. His homeworld, once confident in its superiority, now faced the harsh reality that they couldn't rescue their hero on their own. They had only one hope left: the human rescuers. On Earth, a small elite team of human operatives received a distress signal. The signal was faint, but it was enough to catch their attention. The team, known for their covert missions and extraordinary skills, was immediately on alert. They had faced many challenges before, but rescuing a captured alien soldier from a top-secret facility was a new kind of mission. Captain Elena was the leader of the team. She was known for her calm demeanor and tactical brilliance. She gathered her team in their briefing room. The walls were lined with maps and schematics of the alien facility. "We've got a tough job ahead of us," Elena said, her voice steady. "Our target is Zarek, an elite soldier who is being held in a high-security prison. We have to get in, rescue him, and get out without getting caught." Her team nodded, understanding the gravity of the situation. Each member had a specific role to play. Max, the tech expert, was responsible for hacking into the facility's security systems. Lila, the infiltration specialist, would lead the stealth entry, and Sam, the combat specialist, was prepared for any confrontation that might arise. As the team prepared for their mission, they reviewed the prison's layout. It was clear that the alien facility was equipped with the latest security measures, including energy shields and motion detectors. Max worked tirelessly to develop a plan to bypass these defenses. His fingers flew over the keyboard as he created a sophisticated hacking program to disable the security systems. Lila, meanwhile, studied the prison's blueprints to find the best entry point. The facility was surrounded by high walls and guarded by patrols, but she found a small, unguarded access tunnel that seemed perfect for their entry. "This is our way in," she said, pointing to the map. "It's risky, but it's the only chance we have." As night fell, the team set out for their mission. They traveled in silence, each member focused on their tasks. When they reached the facility, they donned their stealth suits, which made them nearly invisible to the naked eye. Max started hacking into the security system from a hidden location outside the prison walls. His screen showed lines of code and access points, and he worked quickly to disable the alarms and cameras. Lila led the way through the access tunnel, which was cramped and dark. They emerged on the other side and moved quickly to avoid detection. The prison was a labyrinth of corridors and cells, and they navigated it with precision. Lila's training allowed her to avoid patrols and security cameras with ease. Finally, they reached Zarek's cell. The sight of the alien soldier sitting dejectedly on the floor was both shocking and moving. Zarek looked up, his eyes wide with disbelief. The humans had managed to get past the prison's defenses and reach him. "You came for me?" he asked, his voice a mix of surprise and curiosity. Elena stepped forward. "Yes, we did. We're here to get you out." Her words were firm, but there was a note of reassurance in her tone. Zarek's confusion turned into cautious hope, as he realized that these humans were indeed here to help him. The rescue was far from over. They still had to make their way back through the facility, avoid detection, and get to their extraction point. As they moved, Zarek couldn't help but wonder about these human rescuers. They were skilled, fearless, and driven by a sense of duty that he hadn't seen before. His initial doubts were replaced by a growing sense of respect. The team was determined to complete their mission. Every step they took was fraught with danger, but their resolve remained unshaken. Zarek's rescue was just the beginning, and what lay ahead was uncertain. But for now, they had achieved the impossible. They had freed the captured soldier and given him a chance to escape. The night was still young, and the future was full of possibilities. The moon cast a faint glow over the alien prison, its high-tech walls shimmering under the night sky. Inside, Zarek was still trying to make sense of what was happening. The sound of his cell door sliding open caught his attention. His heart raced, but he remained still, unsure whether his eyes were playing tricks on him. The prison's corridors were eerily quiet, except for the occasional hum of energy shields and the distant clatter of alien guards' footsteps. The human rescuers had made their way through the darkened hallways with the utmost precision. They moved like shadows, using their advanced stealth technology to remain undetected. Captain Elena led the way, her eyes scanning the area for any signs of trouble. Max, the tech expert, stayed at the rear, keeping an eye on the facility's security feeds and ensuring they wouldn't be caught off guard. Lila, the infiltration specialist, was at the front, guiding the team with her knowledge of the prison's layout. The team approached Zarek's cell, which was protected by a heavy energy-resistant door. Lila knelt by the door's control panel, her tools clicking and whirring as she worked to bypass the lock. "Almost there," she whispered, her concentration evident in her furrowed brow. Zarek watched from inside his cell, his eyes wide with curiosity and hope. The door slid open with a soft hiss, revealing the team. Elena stepped forward, her voice steady. "Zarek, we're here to rescue you. Follow us and stay close." Zarek nodded, standing up slowly. His muscles ached from confinement, but his determination was strong. He followed Elena and Lila through the corridor, trying to keep up with their swift pace. The team was well coordinated, their movements synchronized as they navigated the complex. As they rounded a corner, a sudden alarm blared through the prison. The sound echoed off the walls, and the team's faces tensed. "We've been spotted!" Max's voice crackled through their earpieces. "They're locking down the facility!" Panic surged through Zarek, but Elena's voice was calm and commanding. "We need to move fast." Max disabled the lockdown. "Lila, lead the way!" Max's fingers flew over his portable console, typing furiously as he tried to override the lockdown systems. "I'm on it. Just give me a few more seconds." The team pressed forward, moving quickly through the increasingly chaotic facility. Alien guards began to appear, their weapons raised and ready. Lila led Zarek and Elena through side passages and maintenance tunnels, expertly avoiding patrols. A squad of guards rounded a corner, their eyes wide with surprise at the sight of the intruders. Sam, the combat specialist, stepped forward, his weapon ready. "I've got this," he said, taking aim. He fired with precision, incapacitating the guards before they could react. Zarek watched in awe as the humans worked together with skill and precision. Their bravery and coordination were unlike anything he had ever seen. For the first time, he began to see them not as mere allies, but as equals. As the team approached their extraction point, they encountered another group of guards. This time, Lila used her stealth skills to create a diversion, drawing the guards away from their path. Elena and Sam covered their retreat, ensuring that Zarek was safe. Finally, they reached the extraction point, a small shuttle hidden in a secluded area. The team quickly boarded, and the engines roared to life. As the shuttle ascended, Zarek looked back at the prison, his heart heavy with a mix of relief and wonder. The human rescuers had succeeded where others had failed. They had braved incredible dangers to free him, and their actions had shown Zarek the true meaning of courage and teamwork. As the prison receded into the distance, Zarek felt a sense of gratitude and respect for his rescuers, knowing that his journey was far from over, but for now, he was free. The night sky above was clear, and the stars seemed to shine a little brighter as they made their escape. Zarek knew that this was just the beginning of a new chapter, one that would forever change his perception of humans and their remarkable abilities. The shuttle soared through the vast expanse of space, leaving the alien prison far behind. Inside, Zarek sat quietly, his thoughts swirling as he tried to make sense of his rescue. The humans had freed him, but their motives and their ways were still a mystery to him. Captain Elena noticed Zarek's thoughtful silence. She approached him, her expression friendly but serious. "You must have a lot on your mind. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask." Zarek looked up, his eyes filled with a mix of curiosity and skepticism. "Why did you help me? You risked everything for a soldier from a different race. What do you want from me?" Elena smiled. "We didn't do it for rewards or recognition. We received a distress signal and acted on it. We believe in helping those in need, no matter who they are. It's a core value for us." Zarek listened intently. He had never met anyone who spoke with such conviction. The alien soldier had always been taught that humans were unreliable and self-centered. This new perspective was challenging everything he had been taught. Max, the tech expert, joined the conversation, his face lit up by the glow of his datapad. "We're here to make sure you're safe. We've got a secure location where you can rest and regroup. We're not interested in anything from you other than your safety." Zarek nodded slowly. I appreciate your help. It's just different from what I expected. I've never seen such dedication. As the hours passed, the team continued to discuss their mission and their experiences. Lila, the infiltration specialist, shared stories of past operations, revealing a sense of camaraderie and humor that was infectious. Her anecdotes lightened the mood and helped Zarek feel more at ease. Their destination, a hidden outpost on a remote moon, was a stark contrast to the high-security prison. The outpost was a small fortified base equipped with advanced technology and comfortable living quarters. The team settled in, and Zarek was shown to a private room where he could rest. While he tried to relax, he found himself reflecting on his interactions with the humans. Their bravery and kindness had surprised him, and their dedication was something he had never seen before. He decided to observe and learn more about them before making any judgments. Later that day, Zarek joined the team for a meal. The dining area was informal, with a large table and various foods from across the galaxy. As they ate, Elena asked Zarek about his life before the capture. "Tell us about your people. What's life like on your homeworld?" Zarek hesitated, but then began to speak. He described his homeworld, its culture, and the challenges his people faced. The humans listened with genuine interest, and their questions showed a respect for his experiences. Zarek started to see them not just as rescuers, but as potential allies. Max, ever the curious techie, asked about the technology Zarek's people used. "We're always looking to learn from other cultures. Your technology sounds fascinating. Can you tell us more about it?" Zarek was surprised by the genuine curiosity. He began explaining some of his people's technological advancements, and Max's enthusiasm was palpable. The conversation turned into a lively exchange of ideas, with Zarek sharing insights and Max offering his own knowledge in return. As the evening wore on, Zarek's initial mistrust began to fade. He saw the humans' respect and interest as genuine, not merely a means to an end. Their willingness to listen and their eagerness to understand his culture were new to him. He realized that they were not so different after all. Before turning in for the night, Elena approached Zarek once more. "We're glad to have you with us. If you need anything or want to talk, don't hesitate to reach out." Zarek looked at Elena and the others with newfound appreciation. "Thank you. I'm starting to understand that there's more to you than I was led to believe. Perhaps this journey will teach us both something valuable." As he settled into his room, Zarek felt a sense of peace he hadn't experienced in a long time. The humans had shown him a different side of their kind, one that was compassionate and honorable. For the first time, Zarek felt a glimmer of hope for a future where differences could be bridged and trust could be built. The night was quiet, and the stars outside the window seemed to shine a little brighter. Zarek knew that the road ahead would be challenging, but he felt a sense of optimism. The journey had only just begun, and the bonds of trust were starting to form. The hidden outpost on the remote moon was abuzz with activity. The team was busy preparing for the next phase of their mission, and Zarek was beginning to feel more at home. He had learned a great deal about the humans in the past few days, and his respect for them had grown. Captain Elena gathered her team in the briefing room. Zarek joined them, curious about their plans. The room was filled with holographic maps and data displays, and the atmosphere was tense but focused. "All right, team," Elena began, her voice firm. "We've received new information. Zarek's former captors have launched a search for him. They're closing in on our location, and we need to be ready." Zarek's eyes widened. "They're searching for us? What can we do?" Elena looked at Zarek with a reassuring smile. "We've got a plan, but we'll need your help. Your knowledge of the enemy's tactics and their technology will be crucial." Zarek nodded, feeling a sense of responsibility. He had never imagined he would be working alongside humans, but the alliance was becoming more real by the day. "I'm ready to help," he said. "What's the plan?" Max projected a holographic map of the area. "The enemy is using a series of tracking devices to locate us. We need to disable them before they can find our base. Zarek, if you can guide us on their technology and how to avoid detection, it would be a huge help." Zarek studied the map and pointed out key locations. "The tracking devices are located here, here, and here," he said. "They use energy pulses to scan for signals. If you can disrupt those pulses, you can delay their search." Lila, who had been listening intently, added, "We'll need to move quickly. The enemy's search teams will be patrolling the area, so we have to avoid them and get in and out as fast as possible." The team geared up and set out, with Zarek leading the way. They moved through rugged terrain, using stealth technology to stay hidden from the enemy's patrols. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the landscape. As they approached the first tracking device, Zarek's knowledge proved invaluable. He guided Max in disabling the energy pulse generator, ensuring they were not detected. The team worked in perfect harmony, their movements synchronized and efficient. With each device they disabled, Zarek's confidence grew. He saw the humans' skills and determination up close, and his admiration for them deepened. They were not only brave, but also incredibly resourceful, making every effort to protect him and their base. The final tracking device was located near a heavily guarded checkpoint. This would be their biggest challenge. The team approached cautiously, and Zarek used his knowledge of the enemy's patrol patterns to help them navigate through the checkpoint undetected. As they reached the device, they encountered a group of enemy soldiers. The humans readied their weapons, and Zarek prepared to assist. "I'll create a diversion," he said. "You handle the device." Zarek charged at the enemy soldiers, drawing their attention away from the team. His combat skills were impressive, and he fought with a fierceness that surprised the humans. Elena and Sam quickly disabled the final device, their teamwork flawless. With the tracking devices neutralized, the team made their way back to the outpost. Zarek was tired but relieved. The mission had been a success, and they had managed to protect their base from detection. Back at the outpost, Elena addressed the team. "Great job, everyone. Zarek, your help was crucial. We couldn't have done it without you." Zarek looked at Elena and the others with a grateful expression. "Thank you. I've learned a lot from working with you. I never expected to find such allies, and I'm honored to be a part of this team." The humans welcomed Zarek with smiles and nods of approval. The bond between them had grown stronger, and the alliance was becoming more solidified with each passing day. Zarek knew that the future held many challenges, but he felt a renewed sense of hope. As the night settled over the outpost, Zarek gazed at the stars through the window. He was no longer just a rescued soldier. He was a member of a team that had shown him the true meaning of alliance and trust. The unexpected alliance had become a powerful force, and together, they were ready to face whatever lay ahead. The morning sun bathed the hidden outpost in a warm, golden light. It was a new day, and for Zarek, it marked the beginning of a fresh chapter. The previous days had been a whirlwind of activity and discovery. His bond with the human team had deepened, and he had come to see them not just as allies but as friends. Inside the outpost's main hall, Captain Elena was making final preparations for their next mission. She was discussing strategies with Max, Lila, and Sam. Zarek joined them, feeling a sense of anticipation. "Morning, everyone," Elena greeted. "Today, we've got a new task. We need to secure a new location to set up a more permanent base. The enemy is still searching for us, and it's crucial that we stay one step ahead." Zarek nodded. "I'm ready to help. What's the plan?" Max tapped on his console, projecting a map of nearby planets and star systems. "We've identified a few potential locations. They're remote and have the resources we need to build a more secure base." Lila added, "We'll need to make a decision quickly. The sooner we set up our new base, the better our chances of staying hidden and continuing our mission." As the team discussed their options, Zarek felt a growing sense of belonging. He was no longer just a rescued soldier, he was an integral part of this team, and his input was valued. It was a far cry from the isolation he had felt in the alien prison. After careful consideration, the team decided on a remote planet that offered the best combination of security and resources. The journey would take several days, and they had to ensure that their departure was smooth and discreet. The team packed their supplies and prepared their equipment. As they loaded up the shuttle, Zarek took a moment to reflect on how much had changed. He had gone from being a prisoner to an essential part of a mission that could shape the future. It was an incredible transformation. Elena approached Zarek, a look of determination on her face. "You've been a great help, Zarek. We couldn't have done this without you. Are you ready for the next step?" Zarek smiled. "I'm ready. This is more than I could have hoped for. I'm grateful for everything you've done for me." With the shuttle loaded and their path clear, the team set off for their new destination. The journey was smooth, and the crew worked together seamlessly, their trust in each other evident in every action. Zarek marveled at the humans' efficiency and teamwork. It was a testament to their dedication and skill. As they approached the new planet, Zarek's excitement grew. The planet was lush and green, with towering mountains and clear lakes. It was the perfect location for their new base, secluded and rich in natural resources. The team landed and began setting up their new base. They established defensive measures, set up communication systems, and began the construction of living quarters. Zarek assisted with the setup using his knowledge of alien technology to integrate the new base's systems with their own. Over the next few weeks, the new base took shape. The team worked tirelessly, and their efforts paid off. The base was secure and well-equipped, offering a safe haven from their enemies. The atmosphere at the base was one of camaraderie and optimism. One evening, as the team gathered for a meal, Elena raised a toast. "To new beginnings! We've come a long way, and we've achieved so much together. Zarek, you've become an important part of this team. We're looking forward to what the future holds." Zarek raised his glass, his heart full of gratitude. "To new beginnings! I've learned so much from all of you, and I'm honored to be part of this journey. Here's to the future." The team cheered, their spirits high. The new base represented not just a physical location, but a symbol of their shared mission and newfound alliances. Zarek looked around at his friends and felt a deep sense of belonging. As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, Zarek reflected on the journey that had brought him to this moment. From being a prisoner to becoming part of a team, it had been an incredible transformation. The future was uncertain, but with the support of his new friends and allies, he felt ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The outpost stood as a beacon of hope and resilience, and Zarek knew that together they could overcome any obstacle. It was the start of a new chapter, filled with possibilities and promise.